Okay, Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. The security light's flashing. It'll crank and cut off, will not stay running. Just like that. I saw a solution online the other day that we're going to check out. It says if you disconnect the battery, touch the cable back to the battery 3 times, that it will reset it. So we will try that and see. Otherwise, we'll do the relearn process. We may, if that doesn't work, we may go ahead and switch the key cylinder out and then spray in there and clean that real good and see if that may help. But and I also said once you get it cranked back up, if you disconnect the VAT module back here, that it will not happen again. But let's go out there and disconnect the battery and see if this is going to work. Okay, we're going to disconnect that positive battery terminal and then touch it to the battery 3 times, and then we'll tighten it back up and see if that resets that security system. What's y'all's guess? Is it going to work or not? Okay, we disconnected that cable, positive cable. We touched it to the battery 3 times, connected it back up. Maybe we needed to wait, let it sit a little bit longer between connecting. We'll try that, but so far, disconnecting it and touching the battery cable 3 times has not worked. So we may be doing the relearn process. We'll figure it out here in a little bit though. Let's try it this way. Let's try it with the switch on and the security light flashing. We'll disconnect it, touch it to the battery terminal 3 times and see if that turns it off. But we will leave it, the switch on, while we disconnect and touch it 3 times. Okay, we left the switch on and disconnected it 3 times. And you can see it is still, the security has not been deactivated. So now we're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes and do the relearn. We'll let it sit for about, let it flash for about 5 minutes, turn it off for a few seconds and turn it back on for 5 minutes or until it goes back off. It could go back off. We may let it sit for 10 minutes. The relearn process says 10 minutes, but I've never had to let it sit over about 5 minutes on that second switch turn, and I usually just leave the switch on about 5 minutes on the first time. So we'll see how it what it takes to get this thing turned off. At least we're still in the shop today. We hadn't left, so we're in good shape. Okay, we've left the switch on for about 7 minutes. We're going to turn it off for a couple of seconds and turn it back on. Now, usually in about 5 to 6 minutes, the light will go solid. But now I've had these doors open. That may have an effect on the security. I don't know. The back side door is still open. But we'll see. Usually this takes about 5 to 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and that light will go solid. So we will see how long it takes, if it gets squared away or not. Okay, in less than 5 minutes, about 3 minutes, the light is burning solid now, and it'll usually crank up and run without trouble. We will switch it off and see if the light comes back on, but it'll usually crank up. Okay, security went off. There you go. It's a relearn, and left it on about 7 minutes, let it blink, turned it off for 5 seconds, turned it back on, and then in 4 minutes, security light went off. So in conclusion, disconnecting the battery attaching the battery terminal to the battery post 3 times did not work, where doing the relearn process did. Okay, let's get this one uploaded and find us something to eat for lunch. This is August the 28th, 2024.